Mark Tremonti of so many bands and so many riffs and so much heaviness in music. Just so much. Oh, it's so cool to talk to you. But we're not talking about Alter Bridge or even your solo like Tremonti project. We're talking about you singing Frank Sinatra songs. And that, when I first heard it, they were like, when they were setting this interview up, they're like, I don't know if you're interested in it because it's not really, rock related. I was like, no. Mark Tremonti singing Frank Sinatra. That sounds amazing. How did you get into this?
I've always been a fan, and Christmas would come along, and I'd hop on a karaoke mic and feel good singing along with Frank Sinatra for years. But then about 3 years ago, I became obsessed. I saw some old videos of him in the early 40s singing, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna, just like with the guitar, I'm gonna practice singing. Just try to sound like him. And then a few years into it, started feeling really good about it, but I had no idea what I was going to do with it. And then I had read a bunch of books that he was this big philanthropist, raised over $1 billion for charity. And
Wow.
it surprised me because a lot of people don't talk about that. So when my daughter was diagnosed, before she was born, she was diagnosed with Down syndrome. And it just, a light bulb went off. I'm like, you know what, this is meant to be. I'm going to record a record, do it in Frank Sinatra's name, and raise some more money and do it for charity.
I had no idea that he donated any form of money. When I think of Frank Sinatra, I think of him like strong arming guys in the back room, like you don't think
Yeah,
it.
that's the shame. He didn't donate $1 billion, but he helped raise $1 billion.
Sure.
For all the things he did, and and you can see he wasn't just one of those guys that did it so he would look good in the press. You could see the pictures of him leaning down eye to eye with a little blind girl with just almost tears in his eyes. So you can tell he meant it. He was good. He had a big heart.
And now you've been inspired to go and raise money. It's the National Down Syndrome Foundation or
Society.
Society.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So, when we got the diagnosis, I decided to do it to raise money for Down syndrome. Obviously, it's kind of my new life's purpose now that I have a daughter with Down syndrome. And so I called my manager, and we wanted to partner up with the biggest company, the biggest organization there was, and NDSS is just that. So we also partnered up with Frank Sinatra's band, his touring band that is surviving members of the last band he was touring in. So, and we also got the approvals from the Sinatra estate to use the name and likeness, which was probably the toughest of all, because they've only done that for guys like Tony Bennett and Michael Bublé, and it's been quite an honor to get that.
So tell me a little bit about how it's been for you and your family. Down syndrome is, I think, not a lot of people know about the being a child, like raising a child with Down syndrome, and the excitement and the challenges that could come with that.
Yeah, when I first got the diagnosis, probably just like most people, I was scared. I didn't know what to expect. I did my research. I got kind of real quiet for about a week, nervous, and then I kind of snapped out of it. And my wife, she grew up with a cousin with Down syndrome, so she was completely fine through the whole process. She was strong. She was just excited to have a baby. And since she's been born, she's just been the sweetest, best, little ray of sun. She's right here.
Oh,
little ray of sunshine.
Love it.
So yeah, she makes me smile more than anything in the world. So, but that being said, there are a lot of responsibilities that go along with it. Having Down syndrome gives you a lot of obstacles that you otherwise wouldn't have. Kids, they hit their certain benchmarks later than kids without Down syndrome. There's speech therapies, occupational therapies, physical therapies. My daughter had open heart surgery about 3 months ago, which was devastating to go through. But I wish I could talk to, I try to talk to other people that are going through the same situation, because that's very common with kids with Down syndrome. But these kids bounce back like that. She was up and smiling 3 days later, like who had surgery? I didn't have surgery.
That's so awesome. I'm a new father as well. I'm actually going to take my she's getting her 1-year-old smash cake pictures.
Oh, nice. Well, so congratulations. About the same age.
Yeah, it's just so like it does change a guy.
Oh, yeah.
Um, and you know, you kind of put things into perspective a whole lot more. Even if you're like comfortable where you're at, life is just totally different now that you're dad.
Absolutely. Yeah. And having a daughter, everybody says, a man wants a son but needs a daughter. It really changes you, makes you see things differently. And having a daughter with any sort of special needs is something that really changes you big time. That's it's actually changed everybody around us. All of our friends and have gathered around her. She's kind of been this new anchor in everybody's lives that made everybody step up to do better things. We're having a show this weekend to raise money for Down syndrome, and all of our friends have gotten behind us to help organize this thing. And we just had a conference call last night with all my friends who put all their minds to how they can make this event better. And it's, when have they ever done that before? Usually it's just, hey, where are we going to go drink beer? Where are
Right.
we going to watch the game? Now everybody's trying to get around her and make people like her have better lives. So it's improving people's lives.
That's so awesome. I'd love to see that type of thing. How can people like us help out, in any way? Is there a way that we can do some good?
Yeah, absolutely. So if folks want to go to TremontiSingsSinatra.com, this record is raising money. If you buy the record, CDs, T-shirts, whatever, that every penny goes to NDSS. You can also challenge your, get everybody's fan base to challenge their people they're fans of, whether it be an athlete, a singer, an actor, whatever it is. Challenge them to take a chance for charity, which is an organization I started that challenges anybody with a platform to do something that people would never see coming, like me singing Frank Sinatra. You know, so get a football player to sing a country song, get a comedian to do a magic show, whatever it is, to raise money for charity. And if you go to TremontiSingsSinatra.com, there's instructions on how you can take the links and go through the process of taking a chance for charity yourself.
That is so cool. Taking a chance for charity. I'm that is a great idea, man. Like, where did you, besides, like, who else have you gotten people to do some crazy stuff?
Yeah, so we're waiting for this to launch before we get really rolling on other people's projects. This is kind of where we're going to begin. But I've already talked to my good buddy Larry the Cable Guy. He's going to do a project that we're real excited about. We got Chris Daughtry, who I just went on tour with, wants to do a project, and we talked late night on the bus about how cool, really good ideas about what he's going to do. The Edge, the wrestler, he already comes out to our songs, when he comes out and wrestles, and he wants to do a project that's going to be really exciting. Him and his wife want to step way out of their comfort zone and do something. The country band Lone Star reached out wanting to do something. Steve Stevens from Billy Idol wants to do something, and Blackstone Cherry, and all these people just saw the cause and were excited about it. And I want to reach back out to all the folks that were nice enough to say good quotes about it, like Slash came out, and Kirk Hammett came out, and the guys from Dream Theater, and a bunch of people have. And I want to reach back out to them and say, it's great that you're supporting this. It would be great to see a song or a project from you guys as well.
That is so cool. So TremontiSingsSinatra.com, the website to go and check out those links. I'm going to start brainstorming and see if we can do something around here as well.
That would be awesome.
It's really inspiring, and I appreciate you going out and doing something like this.
Well, thank you very much. I would love to see your project.
Oh, we'll wait. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe I don't have any ideas. We'll just be doing something crazy. But Mark Tremonti, great to talk to you.
Great talking to you.
Looking forward to hearing you sing some Sinatra and raise some good funds. All right.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
All right. See you, man.
All right. See you.